Here as
All right.
well. Yeah.
Oh.
So
No,
you
sorry,
guys.
the cliff face thing. We didn't.
Oh yeah.
bother with
You
that.
guys once the mysterious hunter left with his goblins, Thurwag just pushed on through, and you guys just sort of silently brooded, and you guys sort of just followed his lead. But you push through the jungle, and sort of ahead of you, you can see a bit of a bluff. One of you guys got headphones on, not got headphones in.
Who's got their speakers on?
I got my headphones on.
Someone's coming
Hang on.
through speakers.
It's coming through me, but I've got my headphones in, so I don't know what's happening.
Anyway, so you guys working for a while, and you ahead of you eventually you see another hill rising. Sort of the gully sort of culminates in this here, and there's a bit of a hill here. And Thurwag, yes, it's very good. That's the area we're headed to over there. And sort of eventually the sort of jungle path turns less jungly and more path-like, and you come to this sort of clearing here as you get closer to the bluff there, and you can see what's ahead of you here. So there's a bit of an excavation that's happened here, and yes, this is all very familiar, bustles Thurwag. Note a twinge of excitement in his voice. Oh yes, we managed to excavate the entrance to the temples, but we were unable to excavate any further. We simply lacked the manpower, and dear Nathaniel, somewhat convinced that this was a red herring of sorts. That the greater detail and the greater secrets lay further within the jungles, where he liked to envisage sacred nature there, like at the pit where we met, but that unfortunately turned into a rather fruitless expedition. I'm going to go over to the tents over there and get myself set up at my desk, and start reading through my papers, and I'll make sure that the beds are all sorted for you chaps. Perhaps to start with, you guys could investigate the two smaller chambers. We broke the door down on one of them, and he points to sort of this one here, in the middle there, as you can see. But our attempts to break into the second one proved impossible. My research has led me to believe that this is a sort of a storage place for a repository of sorts, for some texts I think that might be past the two doors at the back. I believe there will be a larger chamber that I think will provide me. I sense that it will provide me with what I seek, and treasure as well. I think there might be some good treasure in there. Right. Well, I'll be in the tents if you need me, gents. And he sort of trots on over here. We're standing at the edge of this excavation site, so you can see that this ramp here leads down into a pit that's been dug out. And you can see a complex into the side of this sort of bluff that's in front of you, with sort of some rainforest all over it. There's a ramp that goes down on a gradual incline leading to a semi-excavated area. It's a collapsed obelisk that would have once stood as the central feature, but however that now lays collapsed. A small building stands in the middle of the plaza. With its door, you can see that it's been broken down, but from here you can't see within. And as you sort of look and crane your necks and sort of wander around, you can see that there's a door here, a door here, a door here.
Just quickly before we start, can we? Well, no, we've just come straight from that cliff
How
face,
long
haven't
has
we?
it been since we came from that fight?
I would say it's been probably maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
So you're at sort of mid-afternoon now.
Would we have gotten a short rest as we were walking?
I'll say you had a short rest.
So we can spend some hit dices.
Or you've either you either had the short rest while you were walking, or you're having it now as you sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's...
Thanks to Zalma, Matt. Full health.
There we go.
Who's running Ramrod?
That's me.
Okay.
Am I not supposed to be?
No.
You can.
Two hit dice.
I can run myself.
What the hell's happened with Graham? That keeps on happening.
What's happened?
It keeps on giving you. It's giving you 10 HP. What the fuck?
It's a hardening feature.
Oh, I don't even know what's going on because I can't open my character sheet, so...
So weird that it does that.
Why are all the hit dice +2?
That's a good point.
Good. Hadn't even noticed.
Got a bonus to our hit dice.
All of you? At the same time? For the same
Two
amount?
con?
Proficiency? Is there a
Why is it saying
proficiency?
con?
You got Bless on or something?
No.
I feel like my internet is being shit.
My constitution modifier is 2. Is that what everybody else is on? About 14, 15?
Yes. Both mine are 2.
Okay.
Oh, Sam's got a plus. Iris has got a +3.
Ah.
Is your constitution
Iris.
+3, is it?
Yep. I guess it's I did not know that. I thought it was just a straight. This is how much I know about hit dice. I
Never used
did not.
We literally never used them.
Yeah, I know.
This is the first time we've had a short rest and used hit dice.
Yeah. All right.
In the 400 odd hours we've played D&D on this thing.
Oh.
This is,
Oh,
my
we used to a
failings as
couple
a
of times.
DM are apparent.
Yeah, no, I've used them a bit.
But it is odd that we're all D8s, which
Letter
is
this guy.
which is odd.
I'm not sure what's going on with your token, Mike, but whenever you start a new map, just double check the HPs.
Oh, I've got 28.
Yeah, I know, but it was 10 before.
Oh.
Do you save the wrong token?
Oh, it's got the green thing is not HP, it's none.
Yeah, and the HP is set to. It's supposed to be set to HP. It's not supposed to be set to none.
Oh, it's supposed to be set to HP.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's monsters that are supposed to be set to none. Unless they're a single
Yes,
monster.
have all monsters set to none. That would be good. No HP.
Sounds brilliant.
But you set it to HP, and then it puts the HP in, and then you max it out. So if it's 139 or whatever, and then you switch it to none. That way, if you add another one in, if you take 10 HP off of one of the monsters, it takes 10 HP off of both of them, and you don't want that. So that's why you switch it to none.
I'm just changing your tokens because I had changed them all. We are.
Is that weird that we all have D8s for our hit dice?
I mean, I think warlocks are D8, monks are D8,
Yeah, monks are D8.
clerics are D8.
Mate.
No, so I mean druids are D8, and so is cleric. Pretty
There we
sure
go.
fighter and barbarian are D10s. I'm pretty sure wizards and sorcerers are D6s.
Yin was like a D1.
D-1.
Yeah.
Maybe it's D4. I can't remember.
It's very little point in doing it. That's why I never did it.
Just wonder if is it something that we were supposed to type in, because I don't recall typing it.
I think it does it automatically
Takes
from
up
your
to the
class.
class.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just a happy coincidence,
It's
guys.
based on
Mm.
class.
We're all
Here
just
we go.
mid-range.
Yeah.
We're civilians.
Yeah, 1d8.
No tanks, no glass cannons.
Oh, barbarians 1d12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Multi-class in
Well,
the
they
Warlock is 1d8.
put a class into Barb. Hey, down on Barb!
The Warbarian!
Hey, down!
Bob the Bardlock.
Oh, wait. I'm going to get my D. So what were we investigating?
You got
Uh,
Thurwag just sort of said, "Go forth and explore the temple complex.
Yeah.
There's treasures
I'm
and
just-
texts within."
And we just stood here pausing with reverent eye. So
Rolling.
then we're going to.
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we? Yes, we'll get a move on.
Me just too.
Yes, I
ominous.
agree. Sally forth.
This one instead.
We'll assume they've walked all around here and set up any traps.
Sam
Yeah,
can check
as-
for traps. He's pretty
Past the Obelix.
checky. Yeah, I was going to
Well-
put an Obelix GIF in the.
Did I get the word wrong? Obelisk.
It's so close. Yes.
Obelisk. Yep. It sure is the wrong word, isn't
Just
it?
had to ask a couple of people.
I know.
But Obelix carries obelisks around.
So
He
is
makes
there anything special on it? Is there any carvings or...
The obelisk. No, not really any carvings. It's pretty hard to like. It's still got a fair bit of dirt and stuff on it. Might be some older carvings, but they're relatively worn by now. Pretty hard to make out.
Are the carvings similar to the previous one we saw?
Yeah, it's in a similar state to that previous one
Yep.
you saw when you sort of started in the jungle.
Right. As everyone's going to check out that one, I might head up to this one here and see if this one is open.
Yeah, so no, that door is locked.
Is that the one that was
It's shut.
impossible to open?
They tried to build. Thurwag made comment that they had tried to bust it down like they did the door on this chamber here, but they were unable to.
Alright, I'm just going to quickly Eldritch Sight and see if it's magically locked.
No magic on it.
I'll
Are
just see
there any pixie-sized holes?
There are not.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say Eldritch Blast. You're just going to Eldritch Blast the door.
I am going to do that, but I think I'll wait for everyone to go into the next room before I do that.
I'm just going to fireball this door.
Doors open.
I didn't
that wasn't-
ask if it was open.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was saying at all.
Zom.
Mm,
Would you like me to describe what you see from there?
sure.
So this small room is highlighted by an altar. I'm forgetting that I have actually the hidden areas on here for you. An altar ahead of you. When you step into the room or step up the steps there. Around the entrance and the steps are the remains of the door, which was broken by brute force, it would seem, laying in several hundred pieces on the ground. You can see some obvious marks on some of the larger bits where it's been hit with a pick, presumably from the way Thurwag was talking by his team. A single beam of light shines through the doorway. The dust answers in the light before you. Behind the altar.
They're pretty brutal with their methods of access here.
Yeah. And you know his team had 2 half-orcs.
Does that make a whole orc or?
Whole hawk and a whole human. Behind the altar is like a faded stucco, like a painting kind of thing, mural.
Yeah.
It's faded, but you can still make out what it is. It depicts a familiar large cat figure, its face snarling towards the entrance of this small chamber. Atop the altar are 5 small figures, just about too big to be held in the palm of your hand. They're probably, about a bit short of a foot long.
So,
Can I guide myself into some investigation in here? Or actually, first thing, I'll step inside.
Ram's going to step in, have a look, try and memorize what everything looks like, because he wants to find out from Thurwag what religion this relates to. Or do we know what religion it relates to?
Urwag has spoken to you guys about religion on the island, and there is only the one religion, the followers of Synth. It's broken down into the 5
Yeah,
categories of
that's
that.
what I meant. The subcategories.
And so you look at there, and there are 5 figures on the altar. They're not really in a line. They've sort of been placed there, and so is a first one is a lizard folk, a bit bigger than lizard folk, and its features are a bit more defined. Roll a let's see, a nature check, Graham.
Yep.
You're not sure. It looks like a lizard folk to you. It sits cross-legged under a tree. The tree appears to have scales for bark when you look at it a bit closer. The second lizard folk figure leans on a staff and holds a scroll. The staff appears to be headed by sort of an intertwined dragon head. The third lizard folk figure, it stands with its arms raised in the air, sort of like... And it's surrounded by flames, like a circular flame around the base of it. The fourth lizard folk figure holds a sword and a shield, and the shield is decorated by a whirlpool, or a maelstrom, if you will. And then the final one is a lizard folk again, and it sort of bows before a totem. The totem's about 1 inch wide, and it's sort of like a round pole.
These, they're about... They're about 1.5 feet high or something.
Yeah, they're about 1 foot high.
Have they
Probably
been
a bit smaller than a drink bottle. Have they been moved?
Have they been moved, like by their wagon code?
It's hard to tell if they've been moved or not. It's on like a flat altar, and you look at the dust and stuff, and you think, oh yeah, these have been picked up, inspected, and put back. There's sort of some spots where the dust is thinner, and there's some handprints and stuff on there. So these have, yes, you suspect that these have been manipulated and moved around.
Terrible archaeologists. None of them were actually on the altar.
They were all sitting on the altar, yes.
Oh, they were on the altar.
We're all on the altar, yeah. And there's also some small bowls on the altar. And one of them's got 12 gold pieces sitting in it.
I'm just going to take those.
So Graham and I would look at each other and take 6 each, but Zom
Zom blinks and then opens his eyes and there's nothing there.
Graham's just like a figment of your imagination.
How do we do a...
I'm gonna do it. Can I do an investigation? Can I guide?
Yeah.
Graham doesn't do a good job of taking the coins.
You
If he
fumble,
drops
you
them-
go to pick them out and you fumble them on the ground, and Zom helps you pick them up. Oh, we should share these, Graham.
Yeah.
Both get 6 each. Alright. Zom, you can pick up one of the... Which one do you want to pick up? There was the one that's sitting under a tree.
I was gonna more try and investigate without actually touching
Touching
anything. Have a closer look and look around. Maybe also see if I can determine. It's an altar. What's the purpose of it? It's for sacrificing goats on, isn't it?
What?
Hang on. Right. So let me run and investigate. Ooh, I think a guide.
You were going to guide yourself.
Yes, but it's not with advantage. So.
You're looking around
His
you're
inspiration.
Maybe there's a bit too much dust in the room or something.
Yeah, you're looking around, and as you're looking around, a bit of dust gets up. You know,
Wonderful.
And
You
now
don't
there's dust
find anything.
everywhere.
Same time, you hear the sound of 2 warlocks unleashing Eldritch Blast spells. As
And where are they Eldritch blasting?
The door.
blasting the door.
Hang on, which door? The door of the room that we're in?
no. This one over.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The one they're standing next to.
You guys do your paired Eldritch Blast. They hit and a burst of dust comes flying up off the ground. Sort of the magical smoke, and you're looking at the door, waiting to see if it's been blown apart or if it's still standing. As it sort of starts to fade, disappear, the dust sort of settles, the smoke disappears. The door remains fully intact.
Guys.
And you hear
on here?
a voice shout down from up near the tents over here. Iris, tried knocking it down. We didn't have any luck.
Graham wants to have a little look. Is there like a doorknob or anything that...
Oh, that's so... Please tell me there's just a doorknob there.
No, I've seen that when I've searched for like puzzles and stuff before. I've seen that so many times, and I was like, one of these days I am going to do that, but I didn't do it in this
It's
instance.
that far side comment where it's got pull and the dude's just sitting there pushing.
Yeah, that's it.
Elvish for pull.
So the door, Graham, you're looking at it, and you can feel the sort of heat of the blast still on it. I assume there would be some heat from it. It bears some. You can see there's like some pick marks that have smashed into it, but they've not been able to break through it. But then you notice as the dust settles, there's in the line across the middle of it. Iris didn't notice because she was so intent on smashing it down. There's in a line. There's a keyhole, other keyhole, and there's a round circle. It's not a like a. The circle, the inside of it is still there, so it's kind of like a ring on the door. Then there's a slit, and then there's a hole about an inch wide.
There's 5 keyholes, is there?
There's five. There's 2 keyholes, a round circle, a slit, and a hole about an inch wide.
Do the 5 different kind of penetrations look similar to anything we've seen so far around this site?
Roll a perception.
God damn it.
We're on fire tonight.
And you're like, there were 5 things back there, there's 5 holes here, there were 5 trees we passed before, and there were 5 rocks there, and there were 5 marks on the pillar. I've got 5 fingers.
5 adventurers.
Graham sticks his fingers in the holes.
Everyone sticks a finger in a hole.
Wouldn't fit, they would only fit.
Come on! My thieves' tools check.
You put your finger in the 5th hole, which is about an inch wide, which is the only one your finger would actually fit into. And you feel like the cool stone over your finger. And you're like, okay. Ooh. And then you take it out and nothing happens.
Graham is young and innocent. He doesn't know stories of...
He's not heard the story of Yinesh Slar in the dungeon. 4-fingered half-elf.
Yinish the unindexed.
4.5 fingered.
Well, Graham can't figure out what's going on here.
Just assume that we figured it out.
Yeah. As far as Iris is concerned, she's like, nah, don't know.
Right. So
I can't open it.
Zom's going to go, hang on a sec. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, give the man inspiration for that.
Yeah.
He
already has inspiration, though.
That's a callback.
I don't.
Don't you?
No, I do now, though.
Why is it so dusty in here?
Alright, so I'm going to pick up a couple of them and just take them over the door. See if they fit in any of them.
What are you doing, Zom? That'll never work.
So, describe how you're fitting the figure that is about big as a drink bottle into the keyhole, the round circle, the slit, but hole about an inch wide.
Yeah, but
you
you
will.
said that they were each holding a staff or a.
So there's
something.
one that has which sits cross-legged under a tree that's got scales for bark. But I mean, it's a tree. You can't. How are you going to get it in a hole?
So do the statues come apart?
Investigation check, please.
Are they modular? Okay, I'm going to guide myself.
Do the 5 statues
Hang on,
click together
hang
and form Voltron?
Let me do it.
Which figure? Which
Okay.
figure are you holding?
The one with the snake head thing on it.
So the figure where it's leaning on a staff and holding a scroll. The staff
Sure.
appears to be an intertwined dragon.
Oh, that'd be the one. Yeah.
So you're inspecting it, and then as you sort of touch the staff, you're like, oh, got a little bit of a wobble to it actually.
Makes it.
And you can sort of, you kind of go, oh,
It is.
actually. You kind of, you do it quite carefully, and you.
I just imagine he's like an elephant. He's like holding it in his like.
Oh, it's got a bit of a wobble to it. You go, if it's a wobble, and you're like, oh, actually, that's gonna. If I just and you sort of just twist it slightly, jiggle it, and it comes out, and the staff comes out, and it's actually was holding it in place was the 2 prongs of a key. So the staff is.
You
Actually-
broke it, John. You broke it. Careful.
I don't believe I broke it. I believe if you look closely, I might have fixed it. And then I put the key in.
No, it looks broken.
Which hole are you going to put it in?
You've got the key.
The one that
You've got the
looks
secret.
similar to-
Keyhole. One of the keyholes. Yep. You put it in one of the keyholes, and it fits nicely. You think you want to do?
Aha. Right. So I'll just let everybody know that the statues hold the keys,
The statues hold
and then
the
go back and
keys.
see if I can find another.
Bob's picked up the second
That's,
one
that's how Zom walks.
because I don't
The second
remember
one.
what they were.
The second one was the one which Zom just did. So let's just say
okay. The second one that's left. The third.
So that's going to be the figure with its hands raised in the air, surrounded by flames.
This looks like Yinish.
Can you roll a nature check actually?
Oh, no, I'd prefer not to.
Oh,
Definitely a lizard folk or something like that. So it's got its hands up and it's like that, and there's a ring of flames around it. You want to try and see if you can find something, or do you want to investigate it, or
I do want to investigate it.
Iris is already in there.
I was going to say,
out of there, Iris. Investigate away.
But not very
Oh.
good.
guide,
there's
guide,
nothing.
guide.
Gonna guide him.
Look at this, Zom. Oh, you want me to do a D4?
Yeah.
13.
So you're looking at it, and Zom sort of goes, Bob, just wait. And then all of a sudden you're like, ooh. You look at the door and you go, actually that ring of flames, that's about the same size as the circle on the door. And you jiggle it and you're like, actually, and just give it a sort of like a half twist and it comes straight out. Then now you have a ring of flames that comes straight out that looks as if it will fit in that round circle. What do you want to do?
Oh, I've run over there to shove it in the circle.
In and the flame side goes in and it locks quite nicely. It fits perfectly actually, almost as if it's been made for it, and then just a little twist and it seems to stay in place.
Haha.
Alright. Zom's going to look at the next one.
That would be the sword and the shield. Sort of holding its sword to its side and it's holding its shield as it stands there.
Did I, investigate? Yeah?
You're looking at it and you're like, is it going to be the shield? It could probably fit in one of those slits, or the keyhole, or the sword. And you kind of are looking at it and you just sort of fumble it, and the sword just drops out of it. Then you're like, okay, well, I guess it's the sword. And you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that'll fit perfectly into the fourth hole, the slot that's there, the thin slit that's there.
Is he? I just look at Zom and I go, "Oh, Zom, does that key look like it could break? Like it could shatter?"
Zom looks at it and he sees that it's quite a hard stone, quite well made. Doesn't look like something that's going to shatter.
Perfect.
I wouldn't have thought so.
I'll pick up the next one and I'll just smash it on the ground.
So that's the one that's bowing before a totem. Throw it on the ground, and it doesn't really smash at all. None of it breaks, but you notice that the totem sort of drops out of it.
Easy. Grab the totem and just walk
Yeah.
over. Follow Zom.
And you notice that it
That's
fits
probably
perfectly into that sort of
quite an
inch-wide
old
hole.
relic.
Last one there is the one that's the lizard folk figure is sitting out cross-legged under a tree.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And knowing what's going on now,
Ramrod.
would be closest Ramrod. He's just going to go in there. He sort of just
Right.
gets the tree and figures
That's gonna
it's
be
a
quite
key,
brutal.
and he
I'm
puts it
gonna
out.
be a bit gentle with the last one.
And yes,
Be preserved. This could be quite old.
the tree is easily removed, and yeah, at the end of it, it's got the markings of it's clearly a key, and there's one key slot left. You put the key in. It's the key.
2, 4, 6, 8. No, bugger it. Just bung it in the keyhole.
Shove it in. Don't
Yep.
wait.
And as you turn the key, all the other keys and slits having been locked in place and turned, if they do turn, you hear a loud click, and then the slow, deep grinding of gears. Then the door
Step back.
slowly pops ajar. An ancient, stale air filling your nostrils for standing by the door.
There. Some. You gotta stop doing that at inopportune moments.
What are you talking about? It was because the door opened to the room here, you banana head.
So, as you guys all sort of crane your heads looking in, ahead of you is a throne, sized for an adult humanoid. It is, however, vacant at this time. On the arms of the
That's
throne,
reassuring.
on the arms of the throne sit 5 round stone balls. They sit in sort of like divots on the arms of the throne. Light from the doorway as it sort of shines in, because it's getting a bit low in the sky. It reveals a vibrant display of everyday life for lizard folk around the entirety. All the walls sort of look in, you can see it's all around you, or everywhere around you. This is a vibrant artwork that's been sealed in this airtight chamber, presumably for eons, so it maintains its colour and it's quite a beautiful artwork. It's
Oh,
from
this is
about
like that cave.
Oh, it's funny you should say that. The imagery is drawn in a way that's quite familiar to it, or it's similar to that which you saw in the mysterious cave. As you sort of looking around the images, you notice that actually these small hollows, like almost like tubes, that run through the drawings. It's kind of like there's a gap in the stonework, and it's a hollow behind the gap. They sort of intertwine, and you sort of, as you're following these tubes, you note that there's 11 holes in the wall.
All right, 11.
11 holes as you're looking around. There's 11 holes in the wall,
11.
and
What a
as you
confusing
follow, there's like,
number.
there's these 11 tubes in the walls that sort of, and they have little ending spots, these little cups just above some of the artwork.
Anything in any of them?
They're all empty. You notice Zom, give me a wisdom check.
And there were 5 balls in the throne?
5 balls on the arms of the throne. Zom, you look at those balls and you sort of look at the holes and you're like, that ball will fit perfectly in that hole.
Are they all different sizes?
No, they're all the same size.
Okay.
So
Does it look like one would fit in another? Like, are the holes and anything surrounding the holes giving away that it would be something? It would require something specific, or
Like
could
the
it?
artwork?
The artwork
the-
is
yeah, so as you look around the sort of the end sort of, it's just like a little like, I don't know how to describe it, like a little bowl that sort of juts out from the wall. So the pipes, the gap in the stonework, the ball would run. You put it in the hole at the top, the ball would run down that gap. It would go through like the pattern that, and then it would exit out into these little bowls that are attached to the wall.
Like a soap dish, sort of almost.
Kind of, yeah. And sort of they're intermixed amongst all the paintings.
there's 11 holes and 5 balls.
11 holes, 5 balls.
Does
11 holes.
so
And the
Graham
ball-
goes in? Oh, sorry. Go on.
And the balls, do they look different to each other?
Give me an investigation check. These balls are all identical. You sort of get them in your hand, or do you want to pick them up?
Yeah, absolutely.
You pick them up, not thinking about that. Well, what if I pick
throw
them up and
I
something
throw
happens?
one to each person.
You boom, boom, throw them around, and you guys are like, oh, these are all the same. As you're throwing them, you're like, they weigh the same, they're the same size, the same everything. These balls are identical.
Where they
Worked
came-
by some sort of brilliant art craftsmanship eons ago.
Have you seen? I was going to say that Adam Savage used to do MythBusters. He made a silver ball out of foam, not foam, out of foil.
Aluminium.
Are they
foil,
like
yeah.
that?
Well, they're stone.
Suspiciously light. Oh no.
They're stone.
So
Stone
I'm
balls.
guessing the artworks represent the different.
Would you like me to
Um,
describe the artwork for you?
Well, I'm
Deities.
guessing they are to do with the deities that we
Whatever they
saw
are.
on the altar.
You see the 11 sort of soap. We'll call them soap dishes now, because that's a good way to describe them. And I'll describe what's around the 11 soap dishes. So, soap dish 1. This track, you follow it down. It leads to a picture of 4 lizard folk bowing before a king-like figure. Soap dish 2. This track leads to a picture of a lizard folk holding up a hut. It appears to be collapsing. A number of other lizard folk look to be running out of the hut. Soap dish 3. This track leads to a picture of lizard folk tending a field. They appear to be growing some kind of crop in a marsh or a bog. Before, the track leads to a picture of a lone lizard folk battling a variety of beasts. There's a large bear, a crocodile, a snake, and in the background of the picture there's a village, yet he stands alone. Number 5, this track leads to lizard folk holding out a branch to what looks to be some sort of humanoid that's waist deep in water or quicksand or mud. It's hard to tell because of the way it's drawn. Number 6, this track leads to a picture of lizard folk that are all chained together. They're chained by the ankles, and there's a humanoid figure who sort of is overlording over them. Number 7's really close to that one, and it appears to be the same kind of picture. And there's there's a row of bushes, and behind that squat a couple of armed lizard folk. Number 8, there's a single lizard folk enjoying a large meal of a slain beast. Number 9, the lizard folk who's building a hut and there's no other lizard folk around him. 10, there's a lizard folk standing atop a pile of humanoid bodies, and a village stands in the background, and the lizard folk is holding a spear and roaring to the sky. Lizard 11 is a group of lizard folk congregating in what could be described as a market or like a village centre. You guys want me to read them out again, or is it?
Can you put them in text?
You put them in text.
I'm going to put them in text, and I'm going to go grab a beer, and then I'm going to
Good idea.
I'll put them in Messenger for you. All right.
Okay. And also the description of the deities? Do we think we need that? Or the little things?
Like the deities that you guys, the statues. I didn't mean to push enter then, sorry. Doo-doo. Grab a beer. I'll be back in a minute.
So what are we thinking, guys?
Put the
No, I was
bars in
wondering
the
if each
hole.
one of these might pertain to each temple, but...
Well, I was
really
thinking if there's 5 bowls and 11 holes,
Hey.
there's 6
No
more.
wag!
Yeah. Thurwag, tell us what this means.
Yeah. Can you answer this for us? Roll an intelligence check with advantage because this is your shtick.
Otherwise, I was thinking there's 6 more bowls inside of that other room we haven't been to because we've got 5 here.
There's
So the
6
11
other
holes.
balls.
Or do you think we've got to put these 5 into the exact ones that match?
That's more what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It does seem like that kind of puzzle.
Yeah, and I think we probably need more information.
Mm.
Ippy dippy it. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
How many combinations have we got?
Alright.
The,
So how are you and your balls going?
All right. So the first thing I'm
Holy.
going to do after looking at this, Iris is going to take a ball and she's just going to put it on number 1, and she's going to see what happens.
Put it in the hole?
Yep.
Sit in the hole at the top?
Yep.
Put the ball in the hole in the top. And the ball rolls effortlessly through the tracks and pops out into the soap dish. As it lands in the soap dish, it sort of sits there for a second, and you hear a click. A sharp stabbing pain in your neck. 1d6.
What was the click?
No,
Crossbow.
but you take
Is it-
we'll do your roll. Take one poison damage, and you better grab your neck instinctively, and there's a poison dart there. You take it out and chuck it on the ground.
Oh, I put
Origin
the
is a
ball
mystery.
in.
Did anyone else
and I took
notice?
1 point of damage. So maybe just stick with the first few for a little bit before you stick it in number 11.
Okay.
Um,
No one else noticed where it came from. The dart.
Okay, guys, come in here. I want you to pay very
Crowd
close
around me.
attention. And I take the ball and I put it in number 2.
Put it in number 2.
Alright, can Zom...
You put the ball in the second one?
Zom is going to guide himself for investigation to see if he can... Investigation?
Yep.
Or perception or something?
Perception. Yep, perception. Ball effortlessly rolls through the track, pops into the soap dish. That lands, you notice nothing.
Still.
Dom, you were focused on Iris because she was on tippy toes trying to reach the hole because it's up quite high. You were like, oh, is she going to reach that? And then you were too distracted to actually notice where anything might have come from. But Iris, you didn't notice that familiar ouchies.
Fantastic. So
Did that one work?
it did.
You noticed nothing.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Right. Can we take the ball out of that soap dish or not?
At the moment, there's a ball in dish 1 and dish 2.
Bob's going to take the ball out of dish 1 and put it into 9.
9. The ball in 9th hole.
Yeah.
And again, it just rolls effortlessly. You sort of follow it because it's sort of quite convoluted. It rolls sideways, it rolls on an angle, and it just makes to the soap dish. As it lands, you hear a click.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it! Sharp stabbing pain in your neck. D6.
Can
Graham see where that came from?
Can Zom see as well?
You can both roll your perception checks.
Done.
Hey, now I roll high.
No, you can't really see much.
It's not
Looking
high
around,
level.
even with your guided powers, Zom, you're looking around.
No.
To tell.
Right. I'll take a.
They
Does
could be
it look like the ball in number 2 has changed at all?
Ball looks the same.
Okay. I will take the ball that.
Iris.
Yep.
This seems like we're. Allow me. Zom will
Done it
take
in
one of the
1,
balls.
2, and 9. Yep.
Yep.
Ball is out of 1 and 2 now.
And Zom will put it
Uh,
in.
Whoa! Out of
one's
2.
out of
No.
9.
Leave it in 2.
Took it out of 2 and put it in 9.
No, I took it out
What?
of
No,
1.
he took it out of 1 and put it in 9.
Okay. So you've got a ball in 2. It's 9 at the moment. And
Okay, so Zom's going to take the ball out of 9 and put it into 11.
into 11. So that's the market village scene.
Sure.
Pop it in. Ball, it's a pretty straight down track for this one. And it goes falls down effortlessly. It pops out into the soap dish, and as it lands, you hear a click. Ah, damn it!
Sorry, which one was that?
What's
1d6 points of damage.
Which one was that again?
It's 11.
11. At the moment, there's a ball in 2, 9, and 11.
Hmm.
Oops.
I guess Ramrod's going to come in. I mean, I guess we're all going to be in there, aren't we?
You guys, I'm just assuming you guys are all sort of standing around in the chamber now. And though it's
Okay.
a bit cozy with all of you in there, you can all kind of fit easily and work it out. Look at the picture.
Okay, Ramrod's going to take the one out of 11.
Yeah, let's take this one out of 11.
And then he's going to put it into number 5.
Number 5. So that's the lizard folk holding a branch out to what looks like the person stuck in mud or water or something like that. You put the ball in, you trace it back to the origin, you put it in, rolls effortlessly through the track and pops out into the soap dish. And as it lands, you notice absolutely nothing.
sorry, which one was that one?
5.
Was 5.
Oops.
At the moment, there's a ball in 5, 2, and 9.
No, I took one out of 9.
Took
and
it out
put
of
in
9?
11, and then Ramrod took one out of 11.
And yes, sorry. So there's
Put
a
it
ball in
into
2 and a
5.
ball in 5.
Yep.
And a ball in 5.
Bob will take another ball and stick it in 10.
So that's the picture of the lizard folk standing
Massacre.
atop a pile of the humanoid bodies, and the village stands in the background, and he's sort of roaring up to the sky, holding a spear. You put it in the hole, it rolls effortlessly through the track. Lands in the soap dish. You notice nothing.
Which one was that? Number 9?
10.
10.
10.
And it was, yes.
2, 5, and
There's a ball in
10.
2, a ball in 5, and a ball in 10. There are 2 balls remaining in your hands.
Zom stops cupping his testicles.
Says a large meal of a beast. Chained lizard folk.
Yeah, I just...
Number 6.
6, the lizard folk being that are chained together. It's sort of the joint picture. And there's the 2 soap dishes, one in front of the chained lizard folk and one in front of the lizard folk crouched behind bushes. Putting it in 6, which is the chained lizard folk. You pop it in, rolls effortlessly through the track.
I gotta say, guys, as old as this is, like, the balls are just effortlessly rolling down here.
Effortlessly rolling down there. And as it lands in the soap dish, you hear a click. And all of a sudden, that familiar sharp stabbing pain in your neck is there for 1d6 damage.
Have we tried 8?
No.
Not tried 8.
Graham's
3,
going to get a
4,
boost.
7, and 8.
Graham's going to get a boost to try and put one of the balls in 8.
Picture of the single lizard folk enjoying a large meal of a slain beast.
So
Pop it in effortlessly
Zom's going to take the ball
into the
out
soap
of
dish.
6.
Wait. Then Graham, you go right in the small of your back.
Damn it.
Reach down a dart for 1d6.
Sorry, that was 8, was it?
That was 8.
That was 8.
So 3, 4, and 7 left.
Yeah.
You've got a ball in 8.
Yeah, so Zom's going to take a ball
8.
and put it in...
In the one out of 8, or the one that's floating around still?
the one out of...
One out of
yes.
8. Yep.
And then put it in... number 3.
That's the lizard folk working the field,
Sure.
in their crops. Yep. Put it in effortlessly, winds its way down, ends up in the soap dish. Click. Ah, shit. Sharp stabbing pain.
Glad we got every single one.
Guys are going to get there by the process of elimination.
Well, there's 2 that we haven't tried, and there's 2 left to go, so... Skip scene.
You're going to put it in 4, which is the lizard folk, the lone lizard folk
4
battling a
and
variety
7.
of beasts. Yep. And in the soap dish, nothing happens. Again, and in the soap dish for 7, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens at all.
Happens that you guys
Full
can tell.
stop.
Are there any... Was there a door in here?
So
No.
there's 2,
Yeah.
4, 5, 7, and 10. So
Excuse me.
there must be an order to this.
I'm just pasting out. Just pasting out the descriptions.
From you guys are standing in the small room. Got the balls in the soap dishes, and in You're in here and you don't hear anything, you don't see anything.
Hey Thurwag, did anything change out there?
What's that, folks? What's that out there? What was that, Bob?
Anything change? Yeah. Voice is breaking.
So let me just come over and have a look.
We've been
My
here-
word, you got that? You guys are in that chamber. Oh, you opened that one. Oh, very good job. How did you do that?
easy.
Oh,
When you're galaxy
You have to
brains
tell
like
me.
us.
Has anyone else started
Oh.
to doubt that this guy is actually an archaeologist?
and look,
Oh, yeah, that's just a title he gives himself.
you've opened the other doors. Open the other. How did you do that? All the doors. They're all open.
I look to the north. Are there other doors open?
So the doors that were here. These doors here are now both open.
Oh.
Are both, sorry, open?
Both are open.
I look back at the others in the chamber and I'm like, yeah, obviously we've opened the doors. Come on, guys. And I just start walking towards.
Treasure.
Right. Good job, everyone. Good job. Very good. Very good.
Pat ourselves on the back. Ow! Ah. Oh, pull out that dart.
What's this
Yeah.
thing anyway that's in front of Bob?
It's not a dart, is it? It was just a pain in the neck?
It was darts. You pulled darts.
Oh, it was
out.
darts. But we didn't
Oh,
know where.
darts.
But even with all of us looking, no one could see darts.
Even with a perception of
No,
20.
you couldn't see where the darts were coming from.
Yeah. But
Couldn't
even
see
like, even knowing that if you put it in the wrong one, a dart would hit you in the neck, you couldn't put it in and have time to move away from where a dart would hit you.
Or a shield.
That
for
is
example.
correct. Yes.
Yes.
That is correct, Ian.
Magically
That's
aimed
right.
at you.
Because Iris,
They're actually magic missiles.
You were standing next to Graham, and you got one here. Graham was standing next to you, and he got one in the back, like the complete opposite direction.
Yeah. Should have gone over
And-
Graham's head.
Do you notice one hit Graham, and it sort of went angle it was coming in at, and then it like wobbled and went.
So I did see it.
Saw the dart hit him.
Oh,
You didn't see where it came from.
Ah,
And
okay.
there weren't even holes in the wall or anything. Is
That
this a window
was
that's
very-
here?
It was nearly impossible for you guys to be able. You could have if you had rolled well enough, but none of you did. Even with the DC, with the 20 that was rolled.
Should have given me guidance, Tom.
You needed another. You needed another 6, mate. So.
I see.
This thing here is just a statue.
Depicting.
Well,
Sun
you're
hasn't
all
made
you're
it yet.
no, you're all looking at it.
Made it up. It's not important.
You're all looking at it. You give me a nature check, please, all of you.
All of us.
All of you.
Come on, Druid.
Oh, hang on.
Ramrod.
Wait.
Ramrod.
Ramrod needs to do it as well.
Hey. So Bob, Bob and Graham, you're like, see like a lizardy type guy standing there in front of you, and you're like, is that guy from the beach? This is that guy from the beach, right? Like the king guy. This is him. This is him. Zom, you're like, this is clearly the lizard folk we fought. This is clearly, look at the facial structure, the bones on the face and the tail. This is clearly the lizard folk. And Iris and Ramrod, you're both like, you guys are fucking idiots. That is what is called a dragonborn. Look at the facial features. It is more
What?
defined. The snout is much longer. It is clearly a dragonborn.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
And and at the dragonborn's feet is a motif you're becoming even more familiar with. It's a continual theme through all of this. Is a maelstrom, and it is evidently it has some significant meaning to the people of this island.
It's not a boat. Okay.
It's not a boat.
Graham's gonna look in this door, which is open.
The light fingers through the open door into the now open chamber, and from the entrance you can make out there's a Let me just reveal area. I'll just say you can.
So I'm just going to look in this door.
You guys look in the doors and you. Yes. So you can make out a small chamber and another set of stairs leading deeper into the complex. The tiles on the ground are a detailed mosaic. A sort of there's a change here. So there's two, they're identical, and so in the middle there's this swirling sort of maelstrom. Then there's these 5 sort of figures around it, sort of stylistic, iconic figurehead kind of things. One's wrapped in vine, one's wrapped in scrolls, one is surrounded by flames, one's entwined by a large stylistic cat. The last one has sort of like a sword sort of wrapped around it.
Right.
Is it a big cat? Does it look like me mate from the beach?
Oh, I mean, the larger feature here is the giant maelstrom, the middle of the floor. Then there's these small sort of heads that are around it. And the cat sort of twined. It's sort of like a stylistic, long, skinny cat type figure wrapped around its head. Like it's kind of like just the head, and then there's sort of like a circle around it.
These are the same things that were the statues that were in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Interesting.
The circle is like the thing, and the smiley face is the draconic features.
Oh, yeah, I can
Clearly.
see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Okay. Any other features in this room?
Yeah, the walls are decorated by simple geometric patterns, and interspersed there's sort of text of some kind. It's indecipherable to you all. None of you can read it. And walking as you sort of step a bit further into the room, it's pretty clear this is sort of like an antechamber. Because as you walk in, Zom, you're like, oh, there's the same room over the other side. Iris, you're like, yeah, these 2 rooms are the fucking same. Then
There are 10
there's the
balls
stairs that.
and 147 tracks. So dishes.
And then there's the stairs that lead up, and it's quite steep. You can't quite see up the top. There you are.
Anything? Can we do anything with these pedestals?
No pedestals. There's a mosaic on the ground.
Oh, it's just. Oh, okay.
Just tiles, like a mosaic, like
In that
like
case,
a
I'll just walk
ancient
past them.
mosaic.
Step in the maelstroms on.
It looks like clearly like a skilled artisan has made these. Like it's a stunning mosaic.
But there's nothing really about them.
Nothing. I've described everything that there is about them, basically. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Iris
Curious.
Iris
curiously
pauses
continue.
from running up the stairs and looks back at Zom and is like, do you want to take the lead, big guy?
Yes, absolutely. And then I'm going to stop and go. Wait. Can I see if I can scan around and see if I can see a trap?
You can check
Yeah.
for traps, of course. You can check for traps.
Graham wants to check for
Iris.
traps as well.
Okay.
Iris, I know you, and I'm going to take a deep breath, guide myself into looking for these traps. Sorry, what am I rolling?
That'd be a perception for checking for traps.
Oh, Jesus!
See if I can get a 10. No. Jesus fucking Christ.
What are you guys looking
But
at?
Zom, you're like, well, there's clearly no traps here, and you're stepping, and then Graham goes, stop! On there's 6 steps, and on the 5th step, like you can clearly see as you're about to put your foot down why Graham is shouting, because it's very, very clearly a false step. As you didn't notice it in time, put your weight on it, D4 damage. bludgeoning as it sort of collapses and you smash your shin.
Sorry, I do take that damage.
Do take that damage, yeah.
Was it
'cause you
1d4, what you said?
1d4. Smash your shin as you... Shrubs! That hurt.
Shrubs.
Rubs.
And as you sort of like on the steps, you are bowing. You sort of like the way the steps are made, because that fifth step is a false step and it's collapsed under you.
Step.
You step up and you're bowing as you sort of step into the main chamber.
Like I'm sort of falling.
Oh no! You kind of the way the step has collapsed. As you step up onto the final step, you're bowing your head. It's
so I don't
forcing you
see-
to get up to that top step as a way that you're bowing. You can see into the chamber. There's nothing. It's an empty chamber as far as you can see. But as you sort of step on that fifth step, it's making you bow your head. Step into the. You can roll a wisdom check if you want. Matt?
Yes, okay. Check. Yeah.
As you're bowing your head, you're like, oh shit, this is like how I had to bow my head when I went into that cave. That weird cave that I went into. I'm bowing. It's making me. The building is making me bow my fucking head again. This is weird.
It's good architecture.
And you step up into a large chamber.
Okay.
Is it safe up there?
I mean, aside from the step, I believe so. Just mind that particular step, and I think you should be alright.
Did you
I mind
enjoy
this
your
step.
trip?
You might have.
And Iris, as
find
you
yourself
step in, you notice that it's
damage.
actually the way that again the fifth step is made. You're forcing it sort of have to lower your head to get into that top chamber.
Ramrod realizes he's been left behind, and he comes.
Oh,
Boing,
sorry.
boing, boing.
I'm going to.
What have I missed?
I'm very interested in what's happening at the front of the party here.
Graham tries to jump up the steps. All the way up.
Athletics check.
Pity I've already used Misty Step.
Yeah, you jump the whole way. Congratulations. You stick the landing.
Right,
Bob crawls up the
this,
steps.
is this room? Actually, you know what? Zom's gonna.
You're all in the
cast
room.
a-
I'll describe it for you.
Oh, sorry.
Ramrod pops in as well.
Yeah, there we go.
This large chamber is surprisingly well lit. Light streams in from holes in the roof. Not like you can't see the sky coming in from them because you're actually internal of the mountain now. But there's light coming in, so it would appear as if this structure located within the mountainside has been engineered so as to allow natural light to be filtered in. The most striking feature within this chamber are the 6 large statues. The main statue is the central one ahead of you. One right here. It's a large cat beast. Its features familiar to you all, and it's quite recognisable. Its paws are 11 tear-shaped stones. They don't shimmer. They appear to be made of stone, carved from stone. And its left paw is on top of a large chest. Then I'll just... It's not the pillars. Like these pillars here aren't. Just sort of disregard them. Scattered throughout the room are 6 other large statues. I'm going to draw one. What I wanted. Statue there. Statue there. Statue there.
Okay.
There. Sorry, there's 5 other statues around the room. Statue, sort of. You're standing there, Iris, so I'll just say it's there.
Uh-huh.
And I will do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. And so, how big are these statues exactly?
They're all about 10 foot tall.
Okay.
Quite.
And
They're
are
massive.
What
they,
are they of?
are they similar statues to the previous ones that we've seen?
No.
They're not larger versions of the small ones that we've seen.
Not directly. No. I'll
Or
just
that
describe.
similar style, like
Yeah, they're
one's
similar
got a
style to
scroll,
the.
one's got
Yeah.
dragons.
Oh, statue 1 is a large dragonborn. He's wearing flowing robes, and he stands about 10 foot tall. At its feet are stone flowers and mushrooms. Its outstretched arm holds a bowl leaning down to you. Its eyes are piercing red rubies, and its mouth is ajar, and golden teeth can be seen. Though where you would expect to see a tongue, is a conspicuous absence. Statue 2. A large dragonborn stands tall. They hold a a book in one of their hands, and their other hand extends a bowl towards the center of the room. The eyes are piercing purple amethysts, and the handiwork of this statue is immaculate. Like the scales on it are just masterfully crafted. However, it would appear that the ancient craftsman who made it didn't get a chance to finish it, as it does lack some details. Mainly, you've noticed that there's no ears on it. Statue 3, a large dragonborn squats on his heels, initially appearing to be taking the pose of a beggar, holding out a bowl to you. However, on closer inspection, he's got a cloak over him. And as you sort of inspect it, you can see that he's actually holding out the bowl, but underneath the cloak, he's got a dagger in his hand, and it lacks the gemmed eyes that the others all have. Its mouth is open, and you can make out the golden teeth and a tongue hanging out of the side of a large stone tongue. Statue 4 is a large dragonborn standing before you. It looks down at you with sapphire eyes. Its stone body is covered in stone armor, and it strikes an imposing figure staring down at you. There's a large greatsword leaning against its body, and it leans against. So it leans against his body. The greatsword leans against his body, and but you notice that bowl is sitting on the ground, which is a bit odd. And as you look closely, you notice that this figure actually is missing its hands. And statue 5 stands before you. A large dragonborn stands out as the only statue that stands unclothed. All that it wears is a simple loincloth. It stands with one leg leaning forward and a spear in its hand, an outstretched bowl in the other, and the spear is aiming at where you would be if you put something in the bowl. Its eyes are an emerald green, and they look down a snout, but strikingly the snout is much smaller than the others. It looks as if it's been formed without nostrils. I'll put those descriptions into the chat.
So, speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, touch no evil, and smell no evil.
Yes.
That's how I interpret it. But that last one could be barbarian, I suppose.
There are the 5 statues with bowls, the large statue of the cat, and the
Sorry, where was
11
this?
He's posting it in Messenger.
stone tears. Yeah.
It's taking some time.
I'm cutting and pasting, but making sure I don't have the answers in there. There you go.
I'd like to know how the ancient craftsmen would have crafted ears when they don't exist.
Little holes.
Glue them on
This
afterwards or
one's-
something.
Just solid.
Yeah, they're just like comically oversized ears. Like
No,
human
Dragonborn
ears.
have ears.
Or at least little holes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the stone has to be whittled down to form the ears. That you don't have a bald head and then form the ears out of it. That's what I meant.
Just stick them on afterwards.
It's meant in a
And
joking
so-
manner.
See what you're
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
I will. I
Literally
will.
took me days to write all of this.
No, this
And you found a
this is
plot hole.
Very good. This is very good. I'm gonna head over to the chest and I'm gonna see if I can open it or pry it from the.
The chest has
That's my daughter still awake.
Ah.
Oh, that's good.
school holidays.
Cool.
Yay.
Yeah. Sorry.
The
Yes.
chest.
Go to the chest.
So the chest is there, and the statue's paw is on top of it.
Uh-huh.
And it's a statue. You go to move it. Do a strength check on that one.
Oh, with Iris.
Yeah. Presumably you're trying to open it, right? It's
Yeah.
got a giant statue on it. And yeah, really hard, and it doesn't move because it's a giant fucking statue on top of a stone chest that looks as if it could even be part of the statue. Then so you've got the paw on here it's the left paw on this chest, and the other paw is on the ground. Then in front of it are the 11 tear-shaped stones.
11 tear-shaped stones.
11
Can,
tear-shaped.
can those be picked up?
They're like loose. I mean, you can pick one up if you want.
Okay,
colored?
I'll pick one up and I'll look at it. Does it look
Okay.
like?
Which one are you picking up?
Are they all together? Are they?
Oh, like
separate?
they're all neatly in a line.
All right, I'll
Colours?
just pick up the first one and have a look. Wait, no,
Yep.
I will pick up the second one.
Second one does stand out because it's actually red. It's the only one that isn't grey stone.
All right,
You're picking
I
up
will
the second one.
pick up the second one.
It's red.
All right, I will
Only
put
one.
it in the cup of the first Dragonborn.
So that's the one up
does-
there. Yep, with no tongue. You
does-
put it in. You put it in there, and you're like,
Oh, he's typing. He's typing. Private messages.
Not so private.
Um,
hang on a second. Let me make sure I've got it right.
Oh.
And they said,
I think I've. Huh. Interesting.
What's the matter, Iris?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna pick up the fourth one.
Has Zom got
Fourth one.
has Zom got a mushroom on him by any chance? I mean,
Oh, you've got a mossy rock from memory. I think you had that in your inventory.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna cut it. Can Zom go back outside so if we can look around for some mushrooms?
Yeah, you certainly can go looking for mushrooms. It seems a strange thing to do at this juncture, but if that's what you wish to do, you go look for some mushrooms on.
do you want to
Guys, I'm off to look for mushrooms. And Iris just looks at you like, what?
So I take the fourth one.
And you pick it up, and it just feels like a normal stone. It looks like all of the other ones apart from the one that you picked up before.
Okay. Do any of the others look different at all?
None of the others look different at all.
Hey, Graham.
I think I misread the first one. I thought that was, that it had the ruby and mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Iris.
Do you want to go put this in statue number 2's bowl?
Graham doesn't trust Iris anymore. Graham says, no, I'd rather not.
Ramrod bounds forth.
I'll put something in your bowl.
It's not my bowl, but yeah, sure. Put this in number 2. See if anything happens.
Alrighty then.
I suspect it won't. Now I suspect it has.
I need to change
Does anyone...
Hey, Ramrod, is anything different?
Hang on. Suspect I'm...
Ramrod. Ramrod, is anything different?
He's been killed. Oh my god.
I go over and I poke Ramrod.
Are you talking to me? Your lips are moving, but you what is going on?
He's
Everything's
turned
really
into
quiet.
death.
I look him in the eyes and I just give him a big thumbs up and I just say like, sit down.
Graham
Oh,
picks one up.
oh dear.
Which one?
Let's see, is it?
Please, number 5, please, Graham.
Yes. That's what Graham was thinking.
Yeah.
Number 5?
Oh, out of interest, what does number 5 look like?
Like all the others.
Like all the others. Okay. I was going to put it in number 5 anyway.
Number 5 in number 5.
Yeah.
Put it in the 5th bowl. And 2 things happen.
Two things. Two things.
Not number 5 yet. Ah, jeez. All right.
He's trying something. He likes the look of that Dragonborn.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
Or
Bob.
ah.
I'll bob around.
Bob, you there?
How about if I mute and unmute? No.
Chaz?
He put something in bowl number 2.
I've muted too much.
Hang on, how have you muted? What have you muted? It doesn't look like you muted.
How about now? No, it's not moving.
Chaz? He's rejoining?
How about
Can you hear us?
now?
there
There
he
we
is.
go.
There we go.
For some reason, when you mute and unmute, Discord just goes, I don't care that you've unmuted, I'm muting you.
So how long have you been talking for?
Not very long.
Yeah.
I don't know, did you guys hear me making baby formula? Or thickening a baby
Nope.
formula?
Oh, no.
Oh, so
Is that-
Jaden's home. That's good.
Yes. Got home
Inspiration for
yesterday.
Bob! Inspiration for Bob!
With no sleep for Bob. 4 points of exhaustion.
That is a dangerous level of exhaustion.
Yeah, let's say, what does 4 points get you?
Maintain that
Yeah.
for the next 2 years.
2?
Disadvantage on ability checks, speed halved, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, hit point maximum halved.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that's about right.
Hey, Graham, and I'll reach into my pocket and I'll just pull out leftover cake from the trip that we had on the boat on the way here. I know that was several days ago, but I still have scraps that I've been hanging on to.
A week
And
and
I
a
just
half
pull it
ago.
out. Yeah. It's pretty funky. And I just stick it up to his nose and I say, hey, anything?
Oh,
Fantastic. Hey, Bob, can you go put this? And I hand him number 7. And I go say, can you put that in number 3?
When you pick up number 7, ooh. That's kind of warm, actually. Kind of hot. It's like it's emitting heat.
Hot bowl.
It's emitting heat.
It's really warm. It's warmer than the others, and there's no reason why it should be. It just is warmer than all the others.
Can Zom go and pick up number 10 with his trunk?
You pick up number 10 with your trunk.
Sorry, has 10 been picked up already?
Not yet. I'm just going to quickly use Eldritch Sight to make sure that the ones that they're picking up are the right ones.
Hey, buggy you! Eldritch Sight reveals nothing. You work the puzzle out properly. You're not cheat it with Eldritch Sight.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hate the build.
Alright. I mean, I think we figured it out anyways, but yes.
So, number 2 goes on the tongue, number 4 goes on the ears.
Number 2 is the red one. Number 2 is the red one.
Yeah.
That's in the bowl with
No tongue.
no tongue at the moment.
One. Yeah.
Bowl 1 has in it at the moment. Bowl 2 has nothing in it. Bowl 3 has...
Bowl 2?
Bowl 2 has something in it, yeah.
Bowl 2 got in it.
Bowl 2's got number 4 in it.
Yep.
Bowl 5 has number 5 in it.
2 has 4. 3 has...
3 has nothing in it yet. I'm trying to get Bob to walk over with number
has
7.
5 in it.
5 has number 5.
Has number 5. What? And bowl 4 has none in it at the moment.
Correct.
Bob will take the bowl from Iris. Alexa,
Yeah.
put the bowl in the bowl. And I send
Which
Alexa
bowl?
over to put it into 4.
This was the one that was hot.
Yeah.
Gross. Nothing happens.
Alexa,
What?
you alright?
Nothing happens.
I quickly look at her hands.
Did
Still at the
anything...
usual 8?
Graham, when you put that one in in that statue over there, I wouldn't say number 5, but it clearly is the 5th statue in this room. Did anything else happen?
it did make a funny sound,
What kind of sound?
like a metallic sound. And he pulls out his dagger and just like knocks it against something. Hang on, I don't have a dagger. Pulls out his crowbar and knocks it against something. This type of sound.
Yeah, the sound of metal hitting stone.
Ramrod is looking.
Like
and
coming
just-
from the like that? Did it come from the statue, Graham?
Came when the when I put it in the bowl.
Yeah, but did it come from this statue, or did it come from like the main statue over there?
It
Or
came
was
from
it too hard?
It was from the stone being put in the bowl. There was a
Yeah,
metallic.
in the bowl.
Graham heard a metallic ring when he put the stone in the bowl.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
Can Ramrod look up
Graham
to
looks
the
around.
statue to see whether his ears are now on the statue?
Ramrod's ears are still on his head,
Oh, I
not-
want to see a dragon
statue
born with
remains
rabbit
with-
ears.
with no ears on it.
Alright.
Um,
Bob, can you go pick up the stone that you just had Alexa drop and drop it in yourself?
well, Zom was going to do it with his trunk.
But I like my hands.
Sure.
Alright, off you go, Zom.
Zom picks it out with his trunk, and he puts it, and he immediately feels the warmth. The hot stone is hot, and he picks it up and he puts it back in the bowl, and it happens.
Hey, Zom, and I give him a massive high five.
Feels as if you've just given him a massive high five.
What does he
Okay.
feel?
All right,
Like he's
so-
just had a massive high five with
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah,
Okay.
high 10.
All right, we need to take that one out of that bowl, put it back in its place on the altar, or on the
Or
steps,
put it
whatever it is.
in the other statue.
Put it in.
No,
Yep.
no. We need to take the one out of number 5 and put it in number 3.
Yes.
So, can you?
Number 5 was the metallic-y
Number
sounding one.
5.
So number 5. Yep. So Graham had put number 5 in number 5. I think, thinking it should be number 5 in number 3.
So you're putting the 5, which is the metallic-y sounding one, in which statue?
Into the road,
Number
number
three.
3.
The 3? It's the one with the squatting figure,
With no eyes.
no eyes. Who's doing that?
Zombies.
Well, I guess it's on his now.
You put it in.
I think I can guess what's happening here.
See, we should just have Alexa put them all in, and then we kill Alexa and I'll summon her up again. Easy.
Right. We know what's happening here now. I can't see shit.
Rob.
Someone's gonna hit the next thing. Someone put it in number 4.
Number 4.
Did we put one in number 4 already?
Was that number
that's
4
the
had the
one.
hot one in it?
Yeah, but I think we need to do this in order.
So maybe use Alexa again to pick it up and put it back into number 4.
Which one are you putting in number 4? The hot one?
Just taking it out and putting it back in.
No, it was back on the pedestal.
Yeah, on the
We
pedestal.
put it back in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
I missed that too.
That's what I was saying. So Zom took it out of there and put it back at its place in the middle.
And then put number 5 and number 3.
And then put number 5. Yes, number 5 and 3.
All right.
So which ones have we done? So 1,
2 and 3.
1, 2, 3.
Can you get Alexa to put this one that was previously hot in number 4?
So
It should be number 7 in number 4.
7
Number
and
7
4.
in number 4.
pick it
Yep.
up,
So
hand
you
it to
put
her, send her off.
Alexa plonks it in there, and she comes buzzing back to your shoulder.
And I count her digits. Her hands.
Just the hands are all there.
She's
I'm gonna-
limbly replete.
I am going to. Can you ask her if she can feel things in her hands? Is that something she can do? Sorry, Bob. I don't know anything about this creature that flies about you. It makes no sense to me.
It's my other mate. But
Why
this
do you
one,
have like
They
tiny
all-
slave?
they all talk into my head. It's really good.
All right.
And then
Well-
I concentrate and be like, just like I can talk to Graham. And I look at him.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to pick up number 10 and put it in the 5th bowl.
I don't think you can talk. Sorry, I don't think you can talk to Alexa.
No, not yet.
You can't chat away with her. Off order her. You pick Mage Hand and drop 10th one, which just seems to number 5.
Well, good news. I can't smell you anymore, Bob.
Rude.
So, all the pieces are in the cups. Does anything look different?
We haven't noticed anything.
You have not noticed anything. So all the bowls now have tear in them. There are 5 tears still on the altar, on the statue.
5?
There are 11. Well, 11. Oh, sorry, 6. 6.
Just 6.
6.
And so did Graham lose his hands or?
Graham didn't put the thing in. It was Alexa. Is that the reason why? Graham's just going to take the thing out, put it back in there.
Of 4?
Yes.
4. So you take it out and you put it in, and you notice it's nothing just happened to you. Hot. I mean, it's hot. Your hand's gotten warm from picking it up and putting it down, but that's the only thing you've noticed.
What happens if we take the gem or stone out of the bowl? So can Ramrod take his out of the bowl?
You're taking what was stone, the 4th tier
I believe
out
so, yes.
of bowl 2.
Yeah. Place it
So
back
now-
on the altar
yeah.
roughly where it would be.
Put it back in there, and yep, it's there, and nothing happens.
When Ramrod took it out, Bob goes, "Wait, what are you doing?" Did he hear it?
Ramrod took it out. No, Ramrod didn't hear anything.
Okay. Ramrod realises that and he's going to put it back in.
Same one.
Yeah, same one.
You put it back in, and you're still
Doesn't
Ramrod
feel
still
hot
can't.
to the touch or anything.
The one that you've taken out of the one that was in number 2. That was the one you were doing, wasn't it?
It's
Number
the
2.
Same one I put back.
Yeah, and that's the same one you put back, and you've noticed nothing. You still can't hear.
Okay, Ramrod's going to take that one, put it back on the altar, pick up a different stone, say number 3.
3. Yep. It doesn't feel any different. It feels like a normal stone should feel.
And try and put it in number 2. In the
Put
bowl.
it in number 2. Still deaf. Oh, there are some puzzled faces on my screen.
So we've possibly got 4 of them now because everyone's lost a corresponding feature except for number 4.
Do the statues move?
Do not move.
Ches can. I mean, Bob can. Hey, Bob, try putting it in yourself. Not inside
Do
yourself.
Not,
Do not put it inside yourself, Bob.
it's very hot. It's worse than the ring. I'm trying to kill someone.
So you
Pick it up and put it in your bowl yourself.
pick up the stone 7 that's in the 4th bowl.
And put it back in. Sure.
Back
Seeing
in,
as
you
Can't
lift
get
out-
Alexa to do everything.
nothing bad
lift out
happened
this
to Alexa,
warm-
so I'll do it.
You lift out this warm stone that's still emitting this irradiant heat from gosh knows how long where. Back in the bowl, nothing happens.
Damn right. These hands are insured for 10,000 platinum. Alexa, pick up all the rest of the bowls and put them in bowl 4. It's gotta be one of them.
There's already you wouldn't be able to put much more in.
Ah.
There's only room for one tier per bowl.
Alright. So there was 10 bowls,
11.
11 bowls. So we've got
11 tiers.
11
5
tiers.
bowls.
Sorry, 11 tiers. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
tiers.
The balls are in the other temple.
So
so
we've
there's
got
7 left?
6. We've got 6 tiers left and 6 slots in the other thing.
No slots, so all of the bowls are filled, and there
That's
are
nothing to do with. There's 6 tiers left.
sorry, 8.
6 tiers. Does it look like there's anything around
There's-
here where a tier could go in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But everyone's lost something when they've put something into all the other ones. Are we positive the
Not-
hot
not-
bowl goes into 4?
Hmm.
Shouldn't
So
somebody be
at-
missing a hand when we get it right?
Or at
At
least
the
the
old-
ability to
Possibly.
feel anything?
So at the altar is still 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 11.
4.
4.
4 should not be there.
Where's 4?
4
4
is
should be in 2.
1.
Oh,
In
actually,
two.
sorry.
Was in 2.
4
Hang
is
on.
in 2.
No, no, no.
Then you-
3 was actually in 2.
3 was in 2.
But Ramrod's gonna. Yep, because Ramrod switched it over to see if there was anything different, but I didn't switch it back. So
Ah.
I will now switch it back.
You've got 3 in bowl 2 and 4 at the altar.
Yep,
The
but
other
I'm
way.
gonna
Yeah,
switch.
switch
What?
it around.
Is at the altar, 4 is in bowl 2.
We want 2 in 1, 4 in 2, 5 in 3, 7 in 4, and 10 in 5.
Got it.
Yeah.
Stand there in the chamber going, this doesn't look right.
Alright.
Something is not right about this.
Something is not right about this. Maybe they're not in the right bowls. Maybe we need to...
Maybe 5 was in the right bowl.
So the red tier is in bowl 1.
the red
Um,
The red tier,
Tier.
which was slot 2.
Yeah.
red
So
tier, which was
once-
yes, slot 2.
Once that was in the right bowl, did any of the other stones change colour?
Secondary question to that: when tier number 10 was placed in number 5, was there the same metallic ring? DM?
No, there was
No.
Okay. I think the metallic ring may be an actual important thing, so I think maybe 5 should go back in 5.
Okay.
If I...
5 in bowl 5 now.
Yes.
Okay, so 5 is going in bowl 5. Okay. You had already put a stone in bowl 5, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Was number 10.
So you now put number 5 in number 5.
Can we put number 10 back on the altar?
Do I hear the metallic ting when I put 5 back in 5?
When you put 5 in 5, you hear a ting. Yes.
Alright.
Ramrod don't hear shit.
Who put the? Who put 5 back on the altar? Is
No.
that-
No, it wasn't back on the altar. It
Where
got
was
moved
it?
to number 3,
To number 3. Sorry, missed that.
and then we moved it back to number
Put it-
5.
Put it in number 3.
Zom?
Zom did.
Um,
And he went blind.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Like a moonshine tester. Was that not supposed to happen, DM?
That was supposed to happen.
Okay.
One thing that I'll just add that I forgot, I missed because I was caught up in.
I swear to God, if you say metallic ting, I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna know what to do next.
That's what I think we've done, from what people have said on Facebook.
So that was when Zom when Zom lost his sight. That happened.
Metallic ting.
When you put stone 5 in bowl 3, there was a metallic ting.
What? Put stone 5 in all of them.
Yeah, if I take number 5 out and I put it in number 1, do I hear a metallic ting?
Oh. Let me just check what you've lost already.
We're all going to be.
I did number 1, and I've already lost my sense of...
When you put 5 in 1, yes, you hear a metallic ting.
God damn it!
You roll a wisdom check
Wisdom check.
to see if you can ascertain anything from that.
Wisdom's not my strong suit.
So 5 is now in 2. In 1.
But deduction and intelligence, I'm quite good at.
And well, you
Iris,
can,
not me.
You can. Iris, yes. Iris is good. Iris can roll an intelligence check to see if you can piece together.
I'd say good. Yeah. Okay. I can think through this. This is fine. My brain's working today. I definitely didn't need to look up who Michael's character was in Cabbage Fodder because I completely forgot.
Poor Az.
Disappointing.
Yeah. I was just sitting there on the bus, like, fuck me. What is?
What was his name?
Oh God! I looked it up and I was like, wow, that is not what I was thinking. But yes, that is definitely his name.
Sorry, what were you talking about?
My brain is not working today.
Iris's brain is. Potentially.
So,
Yeah, alright. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to take number... the one with the metallic sound.
5, yep.
Yeah. And I am going to place it into... Where is the chat? Hold on. I need to
Message
look back.
the chat.
I need to look at the actual statues and what the actual statues represented relative to.
So 1 druid, 2 wizard, 3 rogue, 4 paladin, 5 monk.
Maybe barbarian, but yeah. Whose side was that? Was that the DM?
That was the DM.
I was drinking my beer.
Oh, sure.
It wasn't a sign.
I hate when I'm coming up with a theory and the DM sighs. It's never a good sign.
No, I didn't sigh. That was not a sigh.
All right. I take the one that has a metallic sound, and I'm going to put it in the statue of which one looks like it might have something to do with metal.
The great
Is it
sword.
paladin?
statue
The
four.
great sword would probably make the most sense.
Four?
I think. Number
Yeah.
4. So yes, I'm going to put it in bowl number 4.
Everybody dies.
Awesome dice. That's right. To make a new character.
Does anything happen when I put it in number 4?
Typing.
Just copy paste the you lose your eyesight, lose your hearing, lose your.
You're putting. No one has interacted with Bowl 4 in this way before yet.
In,
You
this
hear
way,
a metallic
in
ting.
the correct way. No, yes, yeah. You hear a metallic thing, and then you lose
Yeah.
all sense of feeling in your arms and legs. You flop to the floor like a jellyfish.
Instead of metallic ting, it should have been. "Ba-bow." Then we'd know. And in the right one, I can do the Zelda. Da-na-na-na.
Aris, notice anything different?
Do we notice anything different about Iris?
I'm waiting for the DM to finish writing.
Face.
To be fair, I've been watching a lot of Dumbest Dancers on Family Feud, and they are just.
He's got such a good deadpan face.
Iris waits patiently to see the outcome of her actions.
In the meantime, have you guys watched Westworld? I just started watching Westworld.
I haven't seen the newest season, which is
Yeah, I
moved
think I
channels or something.
I don't know.
about halfway. What did we watch? The first season, and then got about halfway through the second, and yeah, sort of
Yeah,
lost
the
interest.
second one a bit weird.
I'm gonna go to the toilet. You guys work out what. Work
I don't
out
even know where we're
work out
at
a-
at the moment.
Work out a better plan.
So, do you think did the fiery hot one end up in the Wizard's Bowl, number 2?
The fiery hot one is currently in my hand. You see me holding it like it's nothing.
Oh,
Did anything else happen?
So the fiery one is the one that's going ting all the time, is it?
No,
No.
the metallic one that I've just put in bowl 4 was going ting.
And now?
It still makes a ting sound. But you see me holding the hot one, and as I look at it, and it's clearly you can see some smoke coming from my
Smoldering.
skin.
Yeah.
I just look at it, and I just
Sure.
I'm just gonna put it back on the altar in the spot. Number, what one was that? Number
4? No.
that was 5.
10? 7? 5.
No, it
No,
was
5
7.
was... Yeah.
It was
So
a hot one.
We put
7.
the red one into.
The
Is
red
it-
one is still in number 1.
And did
Oh,
that
it's
person lose the ability to talk?
So have they got different coloured gems?
In their eyes, yes.
yeah. So Iris lost the ability to talk. Now, hang on. Have you still lost the ability to talk, and you can't feel anything?
I have not lost the ability to talk. I cannot taste anything. I cannot smell anything. And now I cannot feel anything.
So
You're becoming like that.
Are we
God.
thinking the losing the senses or the things is a positive or a failure?
Yeah, I'm suspecting it's a failure.
Because
I'm expecting it's a failure, but in this particular instance, we're fairly positive.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
any of
so-
these secret DM messages because Bob's pussy.
So we have the first one has red rubies, second one
Yeah.
purple amethyst, the third one
Yeah.
is what's the third one?
Third one.
Golden teeth. Is it? Fourth one is sapphire eyes, and the fifth one is emerald green.
So green. Is there red?
Perhaps the
Well, that's
nature
red.
of the tier itself might bear some importances. Okay.
No.
Importances.
Red,
Yes.
purple, gold, blue, and
So,
green.
So
metallic.
does the metallic one go with the gold teeth? Did we try that one already? We tried
Why
that
would
already, didn't we?
metallic go with gold teeth?
No, I don't
Because
think
they're
we did.
both metallic substances. I don't know.
So you notice that all of them have
Have gold.
you
They've
carefully
all
you're like,
got
oh, actually they've all
gold.
got, they've all
So,
got
can we go back to the altar? Are the weights of these things different? Like, what are they?
wanna
Are they heavy,
inspect?
light? Are they?
You want to inspect them?
I don't
No
know.
one's
if I
actually
can.
inspected
Well,
them.
Zom can't.
Maybe we should.
One's actually
Graham's gonna sniff them.
all of them.
He can't smell anything.
Don't worry about it, man.
Graham's lost
They're
his sense
not
of smell.
magical. Otherwise, my sight would have picked them up.
One of the things that Zom he was doing at the
You
start
would have
was
broken it.
just to
So
have a
no,
look at them,
you can't
see,
do that.
See what any differences are. See if any of it.
What's the point of building broken characters if we can't break the game?
Wait, very
Where's the
hard on
12?
this puzzle that I stole from Reddit. To
Where's
the
tailor
12?
what I need.
What does the 12 give us for investigation of these things?
How do you want to investigate them?
He's gonna pick them up and look at them, so what does it feel like? Is it smooth? Is it heavy?
They
Each
are
one.
all. If you're looking at them and feeling them, they are all identical.
He's gonna sniff them.
Apart from obviously the red one. It's red. You're going to sniff one.
he can't smell.
Graham, you're smelling them all, and you smell nothing.
They all smell the same.
They
Of
all
nothing.
Can we
smell
reach the
identical.
top of these statues where
The-
there's like amethysts for eyes and that sort of shit?
Yeah,
Do they move?
He was also going to look at the color of the red one and compare it to all the other statues and see if there's a similar, like a matching color.
I mean, it's red. There's red rubies in one of them. I mean, kind of, I suppose, but
Are they all looking at the altar in the middle, or are they looking?
they're
At
all
each
looking.
Other, for
They're
example?
all looking at the bowls. They're off. They're sort of holding out, expecting an offering from.
God damn it.
You know, if you guys want a hint, I'm kind of giving you a hint.
I think that might be, yeah.
Well,
A hint
What's the actual
because-
status of the room at the moment for the tiers
Looks
to bowls
identical.
ratio?
It looks identical. We reset it. You take all of
Wait
them
a
out.
second. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. The one with its hands removed. Which one is that?
Number 4.
Or
All right. I'm going to, the one that has an intense amount of heat, I'm going to put there.
Yes, you do that. Able to,
that's
you
where
don't
it was
feel
before.
the, don't
Yeah,
feel the
something
heat
like that.
anymore, but you put it in there. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Think
I'm going to take the one
actually,
that has a metallic sound that you can hear, and I'm going to put it in the
as you put the one that has heat emanating of it, as you put it in bowl 4, you're close enough to actually feel the heat radiating off that stone, and you can feel it all of a sudden.
Damn it.
We did that ages
Okay.
ago, though.
Continue, Iris.
Yeah, I thought number 7, because that's number 7 was the hot one.
I think Alexa did it originally.
Yeah.
And so there was no.
Bob then
Bob
went up
then
afterwards
went
and
and did it.
Yeah,
'cause
but he
something bad
didn't
happened.
lose his sense of. Yeah.
His sense of
Yeah.
warmth, his sense
So
of touch.
nothing bad happened to him because he did it right.
We're idiots.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the
Okay.
one that has a sound to it,
Failed successfully.
Mhm.
and I'm going to put it. Oh wait, I don't. I'm going to give it to. I'm going to give it to the metallic one. I'm going to give it to Ramrod, and I'm going to go tell him to put it in the one with no ears.
All right, I'll switch them over, and I'll put number 4 back on the altar, and put the metallic one. What was that? Number 5.
In bowl 2.
2.
And as you drop it in, you hear the metallic clunk.
Oh, thank God for that. That was a horrible experience. That was good. For a brief moment. Wouldn't have
Hang
to
on,
be as
is,
bomb
is
cracked.
Iris doing that thing where she talks but doesn't talk? What's that?
No,
No.
nah. That's not. Ramrod's not her audience for that.
Well, yeah. Ramrod can now.
Zom, on the other hand, Zom and Bob, prime candidates for that kind of material.
Okay.
Yeah, I want my taste of my
Bowl
sense of
2.
yeah. I want to get
back
my
in it.
senses back. I'm guessing Zom is still standing there, like just not looking around.
Yeah, and I would suspect that the red one, given
Yeah.
it's the only one that's visually different, is going to go in that one. Okay.
So I guide him to it, but I'm gonna make him put it in. No, I'm not gonna make him put it in another. I debate it. I debate it internally whether I make him lose his sense of smell for a second. But no, I say no.
So
So,
Dom puts the red stone in the one with no eyes,
yes.
and as he drops it in, you can see around. He sees Iris standing next to him, smiling. He doesn't know Iris's internal monologue. He just knows that Iris helped him get his vision back.
Thank you very much, Iris. That was you can't know what it's like to not see it. It's half of my life's experience.
She
looking at
puts her
things.
hand on Zom. My genius knows no bounds.
I'm really starting to believe that, Iris. I'm really starting to believe that.
I think I am too, which is worrying.
Oh, worry not. Worry not.
Bowl 2 has the 5th tier in it. Bowl
Right.
3 has the 2nd tier in it. And Bowl 4
Right.
has the 7th tier in it. All the other tiers I have now said are back on the altar.
Okay, I'm going to.
Lick them all.
Yeah, that's it.
The problem is I can't taste anything and I can't smell anything. So if
Right,
someone
so-
could lick,
Actually, Zom is going to smell each of them.
Zom still has his sense of smell.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of gets his trunk and just. When you get to the 9th one, you notice that it's got a fruity aroma.
And then I will pick up the 9th one, and I will go and place it in Agaon's bowl.
And as you place it in the bowl of the figure who bears a striking resemblance to a dragonborn that you've heard bards sing about, named Agaon, everyone who has lost their sense of smell now gets their sense of smell back.
Oh,
you know what?
I think we should.
I kind of want that one to stay. Kind of wouldn't mind losing that.
What is shower?
We've got problems to solve here. We're not messing around with this thing. Surely you can suffer.
Did we lose
a
Mike?
small-
Okay.
No, I'm here. No.
Okay.
We can suffer the smell of someone
Coughing.
unshowered and
You guys walked through a stream.
sweaty
Kind of.
testicles.
Walk through a stream.
You guys frolicked in the stream, so it's, a bit of loneliness
Did we?
happened there. Yeah.
But that
Aren't
was
we
when
killing?
Yeah, that was when there was still
Before you
a
got to-
sewage plant upstream.
Yeah.
The oily.
You walked through when you were walking to the bluff. There was a stream you guys were following, and it was hot, so you guys were sort of walking in it.
Oh, that was days ago.
That
Yeah.
would have
Yes,
been
no, that was
mangled
this
in our
morning.
pants
And
for-
2.5
was this
hours ago,
morning.
yeah, Bob swam across the river instead of trying to hop the stones.
Yeah, that was this morning, guys.
Ah, right.
Now I smell like wet goat fur.
And at this point,
We lick the tears. Mm,
Yes.
salty
Graham's
tears.
getting hungry.
and you guys lick the first. Go to lick. You're like, who's gonna actually do it? Who wants to lick?
Graham will do it.
Look at it and you're like, oh man, I'm really gonna do this. Really gonna do. And you pick up
His
the first
stomach
one
is
and
rumbling.
You're like, okay, that one tastes like pineapple. It tastes very sweet.
Alright, I grab it and put it in the one
Oh,
with
Graham's
no-
going to throw it in there.
And now anyone who had lost their sense of taste now has it back. And as you place as the final Dragonborn statue accepts its offering, a gust of breeze blows through the temple, refreshing to all of you as it rushes over your body. And from the front of the room, you hear the sound of stone scraping on stone, and the large cat's paw moves off the top of the chest, the lid moving with it. At that
Fairway
point,
rocks up.
Fairwag rocks up. Gentlemen, what is it? And he's marveling at the statues. Look at these beautiful statues and the text. Did you guys read the text on your way in?
Can Zom stand in front of the chest?
If you want.
Yep, so that
Fairway.
Fairway can't see it.
What was that a chest I saw?
What chest?
Chest.
What does the text say, Fairwag? Tell us what the text
Well,
says.
I haven't had a chance to decipher it yet. It'll take me many
I'm
days.
going to
do
use
that.
prestidigitation to make the statue behind Thurwag sound as if it just said Finth.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That was. And you look at Bob. He's right in front of you, and you see goosebumps on his arms, and like his hair is standing, his moustache is bristling. Gentlemen, this is truly a monumentous occasion. We have discovered something here. Very much so. Zom, what is in the chest?
His heart bungs.
What chest?
Chest is standing in front of there.
Right, that chest.
No.
Stay back, it might be a mimic.
Let's go to do a minor illusion.
Zom,
But anyway.
I'll just tell
Do
you.
you want me to make up something that's in the chest?
No, I'll tell you what you see.
It was a staff.
A single copper piece.
Classic
There is
Iris move.
There is a wand of Orcus in here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, there's
Zom,
five-
you look at it, you instinctually know that this is the Wand of Orcus.
There's a staff of +5.
You know, guys, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say this was definitely 5 tiers higher than any other staff I've ever seen.
That's craftsmanship. You can't get that. Half a denarii.
Akalash. You buy it, you buy it.
There's I mean, there's a couple of things in here.
You'll recall that part of my showing you guys around was that any sort of loot that we find, you're more than welcome to take. But any scrolls or documents that are found, scripture, anything like that would become my property. And we did agree on this. I don't care for worldly belongings. I'm quite well established at the university. Anything that's of wealth in there is certainly yours. I just care for the scripture. If there's any sort of scrolls or manuscripts or books or anything
There
like
are.
that.
There are couple of scrolls here, manuscripts, and can I have a quick look at them before?
You look at them, and it's in a similar sort of script to what you saw on the walls as you walked in, and it's not something that you can really interpret.
Are they any spell scrolls?
At a quick glance, no, there are no spell scrolls there.
Alright, well, I'll just give them all the scrolls then. Yeah,
They look old. They look sort of religious in nature, like that you've seen religious texts before. These look like religious texts. They don't look like lists. They don't look
I
like
can't
anything like
read
that.
these. I don't know what these say. They look very important. They look like the sort of thing that you might have been after in the first place.
Zom, this is brilliant. This is the lot of them. He starts like thumbing through them. Oh, brilliant. No other scrolls or manuscripts or anything like that in there. I don't care what else is in there. This is the true wealth. This will bring me closer to Finth. This is what I desire. I'll be in the tent, gentlemen. I'll be in the tent.
Yourself, and I'll pick up
I'm
the
going to.
ring.
I'm going to follow him.
You follow him.
Oh,
Iris, you're coming with me. Coming with me. Very good.
Towards Iris.
It is getting quite late out there, quite dark. So a bit of a guide, a bit of muscle, if you will, a couple of those blasts sort of scare anything that might be coming for us. Lovely. If you could escort me to my tent, that would be great.
What were you saying, Phil?
I was going to pick up a ring and flick it towards Iris.
A ring? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the rest of you sort of look in the tress now, and you see there's a potion, a bubbly potion.
A ring, which is no
Ring.
longer in there.
Yep. There's some studded leather armor, bag of gold, and there's some trinkets as well. So there's like a jeweled carved totem of the cat, and a robe that's made of silk. As you're doing some, you estimate, you count the gold pieces, there's 587 gold pieces. And Aris, you've got a bit of knowledge of valuation of goods, and you look at the little jeweled totem.
No, I'm not there. I followed Thurwag there.
Did.
Graham might
Graham,
have some
yeah.
knowledge.
Graham, you're looking at the jeweled totem and the silk robe, and you're like, oh yeah, that's probably about 185 metal value. You could probably pawn those off pretty well for about 185, or we could the robes and the cat thing. We could probably get about 185 for them together.
Hope somebody's busy in their inventory.
Can Zom take the... Oh, what are we doing? Are we going to split all this gold and we'll sell the other bits or whatever? Or what about this armour? Zom's not going to wear armour.
No.
Who needs
Graham's not interested in armour. Just weigh him down. He wouldn't be able to jump up the steps.
It's a medium
Ram-
armor.
Yeah,
Ramrod already has chainmail,
I
which
don't think warlocks can
probably-
wear medium by default.
warlocks should be able to, shouldn't they?
Well, I don't know. Is it when you say medium? Is it like leather or chain?
Yeah, it's medium leather. Sorry,
It's studded.
It's studded leather armor. Yeah, which is a
That
it
is
is
a medium. It's a light armor. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what Azratan used to wear. His skin suit.
It's a light armor. It's AC 12 plus dex. Made from tough but flexible leather, studded leather is reinforced with a closed set rivet or spikes.
If only Iris hadn't left and could tell us if any of these were magical. Then again, her Eldritch Sight didn't work in this room, so that's a bit useless anyway.
Damn it! Okay, I'll say it worked. The whole fucking room glowed because everything was magic in the room.
Fair.
Everything's magic. The silk robe, the hat.
All 11 tiers were magic. They were just different types of magic.
Alright, do we take all the loot back to camp and
Yeah.
if any of it's magical, because Iris will tell us, Bob will sit down and identify it.
Alright, Zom's going to add these things to his list if no one else has already.
So I caught the ring you threw me, so I've got that.
Yep. Okay. So I'll put. Should we just divvy up the gold, and I'll just keep the jewel token?
The potion, an elixir of healing.
Elixir.
Sorry, elixir of health.
I was gonna say elixir of healing.
An elixir of health.
Elixir of health is still a pretty good thing, isn't it?
Hmm?
Now, hang on. This jewel token and the silken robe.
Yep.
Elixir of health. They are combined with 185. Is that right?
Let's say the jeweled totem is 100 gold pieces and the silk robe is 85 gold pieces. The convenience of bookkeeping. Best part of D&D, the bookkeeping.
Yeah. Well, at least you're doing milestone leveling and not XP leveling. Far less bookkeeping that way.
Mm-hmm.
Potion. Sorry, elixir of health. That's a full health, I think, from memory, isn't it?
No, it removes conditions or poisoning.
Oh, is that what it? Right. Okay. So what are we doing?
But let's call it a night now, obviously. But
So none of the stuff was magical?
Give everyone 117 gold pieces.
Okay.
How many was that? 117.
117.
Oh, so now Iris has 118 gold pieces.
Right.
So much wealth. Now we can go back to Mushroom Guy and buy some potions.
Buy one potion off of him.
When I rejoin the others eventually, and I use my Eldritch Sight, do I see any? Do I determine which ones are magical?
the studded armor doesn't glow. The ring glows. Neither of the trinkets glow.
Ring glows.
Ring glows.
Do we
The ring
know
that
this?
that you gave me before,
Do we know about this?
the
No.
one that you threw me.
Yeah, but I don't know. It didn't glow while I threw it to you. It's only glowing
Only
once you
Iris
cast your
knows.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting.
Only Bob can identify.
I'm going to put the ring on my finger anyways, and I'll probably attune to it. You don't need to know what it is to attune to it. But I'm going to say not magical, not magical, not magical, not magical. I look at the potions, I go, they're magical. Because they do glow, they have magical properties to them. But the ring looks quite nice, so I'm going to keep it. I do like a bit of bling.
The ring itself is just has a series of, like, you look at it and you notice that it's a series of be a cool way to describe it. This
Ollies.
there's the cat, similar to what you saw on one of the faces on the ground when you came in, the sort of loop of the cat being its tail
Okay.
when you came in, but it kind of snakes up and down, kind of like a curve.
Oh,
in
it's
each
a
of those.
sine wave. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sine wave up and down. Yep. Cos, either or. And in each of the, like, as it goes up, there's like a face, and then as it goes down, there's a face, and as it goes up, there's a face.
Okay.
And
I like
did you
it.
say
Looks nice.
you're put it on?
Yep.
And you're going to attune to it over a long rest?
Short rest. Yeah.
Short rest.
Yeah.
Short rest. Alright, well, do you guys want to just have a long rest now?
I think that's probably in our best interest. It's getting pretty late.
It's
Yeah.
as you guys emerge from the temple, it's past dusk. It's early nighttime now. The insects are thick. Humidity is quite high. Cracks of thunder on the lightning on the horizon. But Thurwag set up a nice camp for you over here. There's enough tents for you. You look in the tents, and there's some nice stretchers set up for you. He clearly had some stuff left here before they ventured further into the jungle. This is sort of like a little bit of a base camp. You guys have a long rest, and you guys are in actually the fourth tent here. Thurwag has his own tent set up with a table in it. And like you guys see the candle in there burning all night. He's reading stuff all night. He's going through everything. You guys go into your tents that he's set up for you, 2 cots in each one, and have a long rest. When you attune to something, do you know what it does?
Yeah, if you spend your entire short rest attuning to it, you know what it is.
Okay. I'll just. This is what it is.
I hope it's not cursed, but if it is, that's okay, 'cause Iris ain't smart.
What it is. It's not. It's that, but it's not that. It's.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. That's a very interesting mundane ring.
And Bob, you're putting the studded armor on because you're a stud?
Yeah, if nobody else wants it. I mean, I don't plan on being close to the action, but I seem to fail the checks and start every initiative roll.
Does it boost your AC? And does it actually boost your AC?
I don't
Just
know.
boost
I've
it by
got
one.
leather
Boost it
armor,
by-
so studded should.
Boost it by 1.
Woohoo!
You should be able to drag it from the compendium, actually.
Will
Yeah.
do.
And yeah, we might call it a night there, guys.
Let's
That
call it a night.
was a good session. I like it. I
Oh,
like it.
actually, before for initiative.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you say initiative?
I'm joking.
He's half joking.
So as Thurwag, he steps out from his tent. His eyes are like he's got huge big bags. Oh, what a night! This is the morning now. You guys have your long rest. You've woken up in the morning. You're around the fire. Oh yes, that is absolutely fascinating reading. His tears, the creator's tears, falling across the lands. Absolutely fascinating. It reads like the texts of old back in the archives. It certainly has me busy for the next few days. I'm happy to set up here for the next few days to really study the details of this text. But I have to admit, I'm quite buoyed by the excitement of searching through temples. So we could head to the next temple overland. I know it's just up the over the mountain here and down the gully there. But I appreciate the jungles may be more dangerous with the hostilities of the lizard folk currently. So a more prudent, despite my enthusiasm, a more prudent approach might be to head to the village to rediscuss the terms of my treaty. I've never visited the village, but we should be able to. But should we be able to return to my previous good terms with the natives, then we might be able to have a recuperation there, a period of recuperation, and I can study these texts and rest. I'm not fussed. I just want to study these texts, whether it's here or at the village. I don't care. But it's up to you, fine folk there, as to what you might want to do next.
Sorry, what?
We're either
Whether we're
going to the
going
next temple or we're going to the lizard folk village.
He's asking you. Do you guys? He can point you in the direction of the next temple to go to. It's not far from here.
What do we want the DM to prepare next week, and then we'll do the opposite when he gets
Yeah. No, you won't, because it'll be locked in, because I haven't prepared either of them, but whatever you guys choose now, I'm going to prepare. So what do you want to do?
Or the village.
Let's go to the
of
village.
The family that we sort of rescued from the
folk.
bear was not too
Yeah.
far away.
Yep, let's do that.
Village.
Village of the Lizard Folk. It is. Good.
Yeah, helping people. Let's do that.
And Zom can charm them all again with his verbose
His-
boisterousness.
Actually, that was quite fun. Yes, let's do that.
Bombastic.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for that, but I
You,
think it was
did you
good.
did you see it?
No, there wasn't a recording of that
Oh,
one.
there
No,
was
that
no
was-
recording.
That was the one that
It
failed.
was
Yeah.
it was him talking to someone who clearly didn't want to talk to him, and he was trying to be charming. He was trying to be persuasive.
Oh, is this
And the
like
guy-
Agaon on the road trying to talk to the guy, the farmer who was just like, "Yep."
It was more like, can we go?
Yeah, Captain's like, can we go? Well, I need to look after my family.
My son is
We
quite
can
badly
heal
wounded.
your family. We can. No.
No, that's okay.
No.
Because we've just been attacked by strangers in our village, and they killed everybody, and don't really want to hang around other strangers because we've never come across strangers in the jungle before. So leave us alone, please.
But wait,
Well,
before you go,
Oh, but wait! Before you go,
How much coin are you carrying on you?
it was a curious interaction.
Want to
I
make
think
sure
then
you're
Graham came, bounced up, all happy, and he also did the same thing.
roll a persuasion check. 7. Ah. -4 to persuasion or whatever it was.
Yeah.
What is
Oh, okay. This was good. All right. Thank you very much, Potsy.
Alright,
See you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
see you guys
Have a good week.
next
See ya.
See ya.